Hello lovely people, you all are once again most welcome to Tutorials Point, your very own learning channel. Well, in this video, of course, now that you've read the topic, we are going to learn about certain words, similar word with a similar meaning, but a formal with a formal and an informal variant of the same. So, of course, why do we need to learn it? It is but obvious that there are situations where sometimes we are in a formal situations and we need to be very polished and sharp and correct in the way that, or in the choice of the words, right? But other times, there are some other times wherein we are not in so formal, or in other words, we are in an informal situation and the choice of words doesn't matter as much. But of course, because we could be either in a formal or in an informal situation, so it is a great idea to learn about both the variants so that we can choose and judge and decide as to which word or which variant to be used in which situation. Well then, let's get cracking. Let's go forward. What are we waiting for? Okay, obviously I don't need to repeat the topic. You're all aware of it. You've all read about it. Let's just go and look into the content. Okay, now here in the tabular form, we have the entire list. So one by one, let's just go ahead and browse through the entire list. Okay, now, of course, request is a very common word. We all need to use it day in, day out. Now, what is the informal variant of request? I asked for a letter. Or if you want to present the same ask in a better formal way, it is I requested for the letter or I requested for the document. So request, formal, ask for, informal. Similarly, book, right? So could you book my ticket? So book is a more informal way, and reserve, on the contrary, an alternative of book is a better formal way of using the same word. So again, it is completely your discretion, your choice, basis your situation, how do you want to use it. Okay, the next one, check, and a very formal variant is to verify. So again, verify definitely comes, or you could use verify in a better formal situation. Same goes for get. Get, again, an informal way. Can I get your name? Or could you get me a cup of coffee? And receive, right? So receive is a more, I didn't get your email, I didn't receive your email. So receive is a better formal way. Same goes for help and assist. Could you help me pick this up? Could you assist me in my work today? So again, a formal variant, assist. Okay, need and request. So need, again, request, as we've studied here itself, is also a very formal way. So similarly, you could also use request in the context of need, right? So again, need is an informal way and request is a better formal way. Apologize. My God, don't we all need to apologize, especially most of the times in our office environment if something goes wrong. So yes, you could say sorry if you're in an informal environment, and if you're in a formal environment, well, you might want to apologize instead. Of course, apologize, as we've just gone through it, is a better formal way of saying sorry. So start or begin, both are very informal, and commence is a formal version of the same word. End. Well, end, of course, is again used very commonly. Terminate or finish is an informal way of using the same word. Try or endeavor. So I will try, we'll try our best to make it happen, right? So the endeavor is to make the best product possible. So endeavor is a more polished and a more formal way. Of course, you need to choose the right context as well to articulate these words. But yes, all of these are formal variants of almost similar words, which here are the informal form of them. Okay, here the list goes on. So deal with, how do you deal with the entire training session? How do you deal with the entire batch? They are known to be very notorious. How do you handle the entire batch? So handle is yet another formal variant of deal with. Same goes with tell and inform. So tell is a better informal way, is a more informal way, but yes, inform is a better formal way. Same goes for wait or await. So we waited for the entire result, or we waited for the results to be delivered, or we awaited the results with a bated breath. So await is again more formal way of using the same conveying the same meaning. Fight and combat. Well, fight is a very informal way. Definitely, more often than not, it is for sure used in an informal situation, and it is very rare that you would hear this word fight in your formal environment. On the contrary, combat is a word which is going to be used instead of fight. Of course, as I told you, it is just about the packaging. It is just about the packaging, or it is just about the way that it has been articulated. The meaning is the same, but yes, it is articulated, or it is packaged in a softer way to be more presentable in a formal environment. So combat is a very, very formal way, which means basically fight. Okay. Consume or use and eat. So consumption again would be used in a formal environment. Not that it cannot be used in an informal environment, but yes, consumption is a more formal way of saying the same thing. Same goes with depart and go. Well, go is again a very, very informal way, but departed is definitely a formal way. Tough and difficult. So tough and difficult, again, both are synonyms, and definitely not that difficult is a very, very formal way, or it cannot be used, or tough cannot be used in formal situations. But yes, to a slight degree, difficult is more formal than tough. Small. So small is a very informal way. And diminutive. So diminutive is again a very, very formal way of using the same word. So it's like the sales are almost diminutive, right? So diminutive is a very, very formal way of indicating the same thing. Explain or disclose. So again, disclose is sort of more formal compared to explain. Again, depends on the context. Both of them can also be used in different contexts, but they also could be used in similar contexts. For example, she happened to explain me the details, or she happened to explain me the insiders, and that gave me a better insight. So she happened to disclose the insiders, and which is why I got a clear picture, right? So disclose is again more formal. Well, as I told you, the list is very long, but I chose some very, very commonly used words and their formal, alternatives. So here is the list. So old, more often than not, definitely used in an informal situation. You almost will not hear people using this word in a very, very formal environment. Elderly is a more sort of more respectful word, or a respectful alternative of old. Same goes with say and express. What did she say about it? So how did she express her opinion, right? So again, say and express are alternatives. Express is better formal compared to say. Afraid, a very, very informal. Rough, not exactly rough, but yeah, it is not as polished as fearful. So fearful is a very polished way of saying that you were afraid. Okay, in the end. So in the end is sort of, it is completely put, the entire word is put in one crisp word, and which is finally. Finally, we happen to reach our goal on time. Okay, lucky, fortunate. So again, polished version is a formal version is fortunate compared to lucky. Same goes with but and however. So however here is again sort of less direct and a more formal way. Wrong and incorrect. So wrong again is very direct, is very sort of, it might come across as offensive for people, so it is better to use this word incorrect. Go up and increase. So again, not very different from each other, not that you can't interchange them, but yes, increase for sure is better formal. Well, all these words are very commonly used, and I'm sure now that you are aware of the formal variant of the same, I mean, for all these words, definitely these will be very helpful for you next time, especially in your interactions, I mean, with the people or with your colleagues in your office. So do use them, and for sure they will actually help you a lot as far as your communication at a very formal environment is concerned. Well, I will see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with tutorials, Point and Tutorics. Have a good day.